Hello, my name is David Deegan and I'm an Executive Development Director here at Cranfield School of Management. I'm sure we've all noticed that when we're engaged, really engaged and enjoying an activity, that we neither notice nor resent the passing of time, and that we also find we actually get more done. We know that when you commission a development programme, you want to maximise your return on investment by having something that everyone will participate in, will really engage with, and consequently learn something that will benefit your organisation as well as themselves. Cranfield University is internationally recognised for our participative and engaging classroom sessions. And we're becoming increasingly recognised for our virtual learning capability, where we create online activities as part of our blended programmes. Our online learning expertise not only provides access to further knowledge, it also helps maintain focus and motivation throughout multi-modular face-to-face programmes. I want to show you how our unique learning management system, also known as LMS, can maintain and even drive up the level of engagement of participants during the virtual phases of a programme, and therefore increase the knowledge and ideas that they absorb and bring back to your organisation. Now, if you're like me, the last thing you want in any activity is complex instructions. And for me, any instructions have to be right in front of me and very easy to find. Each time you log in to our LMS, you're taken straight to the dashboard that you can see here. So you can immediately see what's going on and what you need to do. You're presented with 4 straightforward options: a to-do list, a summary of your activity, a summary of your achievements, and very importantly, a leaderboard so that you can judge your progress against your colleagues. And for those of us who like the news of what's going on with everyone, there's also a what's happening section. First, let's take a look at the to-do section. Now, I love to-do lists. They immediately help me to organise myself, so when I log in, it's the first place I go to. Within my to-do list here, straight away I can see what I've completed and what I need to do next. As you can see here, I have a few things to crack on with, and I'll get to those after this video. Personally, I like lists of words. That works for me. But if people are more visual, the to-do list can be changed to a visual timeline. Within this section, I can also store documents such as articles I think are useful, either for myself or things I want to share with my colleagues who are learning with me. In the My Summary section, I can see at a glance how active I've been, how many awards I've received, the materials I've seen, how many posts I have created, etc. It's also the section where I can edit my own profile. Now, the profiles are very important. Many participants in a programme may never have met before, and depending on the type of development programme we create with you, they may only meet each other face-to-face very briefly, or never at all. The profile section allows me to share something about myself so that people in this new learning network know more about my capabilities and experience. Wherever I see someone's name in the LMS, I can click on it and find out more about them. Virtual networking is phenomenally important in the modern working environment. In the context of learning, I can see if there are people who have completed something that I'm currently struggling with, so I can immediately find someone who might be able to help me. In the context of work, I can build up a picture of who might be able to help me with a challenge or project. Equally, other people might call on me for help. And who knows where that might eventually lead? Some great experience for my CV or a new role. Gamification, the creation of a competitive aspect to learning, was always known to appeal to the so-called Generation Y, i.e. the people born in the late 80s, early 90s. But research has shown that gamification appeals to all adults. Being competitive, either with others or ourselves, is something that all of us do, albeit in different ways. So we have built gamification into our learning management system. Exactly in the same way that people have different ways of using Facebook, Twitter, or other social media sites, people will use the LMS in a way that suits their style of learning. Some people may only ever use the to-do section to keep them on track, the summary section as a reminder of their progress, and the profile section to do some networking. Others may be more active in the leaderboard and my achievements section. And this is where the gamification really kicks in. The leaderboard, as its name suggests, tells me who in my group is further ahead than me in gaining awards, achievements, badges. And whilst I may not have a burning desire to be at the top, let's face it, nobody ever wants to be at the bottom. The My Achievements section shows me several things. The badges that I've gained for completing specific elements of learning. And here, the achievements I've gained for using the learning site in particular ways. This icon here is in recognition of me having shared articles on LinkedIn. This one is for rating some pieces of learning. And this one is for commenting on some learning materials. By rating and sharing my opinions about learning materials, I'm helping my colleagues by directing them towards learning materials that they might find useful. So whilst it might seem like a bit of fun, every achievement icon relates to a way that someone has used the LMS. And in earning that achievement, that person is not only moving up the leaderboard, they're learning something new, or creating new connections with others, or helping others to learn. So it's a win-win for everyone. The participant gains something, their colleagues gain something, and your organisation will ultimately benefit from the increased engagement in the development process and the creation of collaborative networks. The praise badges are a way for the programme sponsors to get involved. They can access the LMS to track progress and award badges to individuals for particular activities or outstanding contribution. Here you can see I've been given a badge for deep diving, which shows that I've been exploring all the resources and materials in relation to a topic, and I've been really making the effort to understand it in depth. We can work with you as the sponsor to create your own customised badges that relate to the programme, to the activity you want to encourage, and what you want the programme to achieve. All of this drives learning by enabling you, the sponsor, to interact with the participants and motivate them quickly and easily, even when you're miles away. There are two other functions which people find very useful: the My Groups project areas and the library. If a development programme includes the creation of action learning groups or project teams, this area here will be private to myself and my team. It's a space where we can privately share documents, add comments, pose questions, and receive answers from others in our project group. Again, a valuable resource when we're working on a project and are geographically distant. The library here contains key documents from the programme, uploaded and organised by the tutors as the programme progresses. So rather than clog up my own laptop with resources, I have everything I need for my learning in one place. Since creating this LMS, we've seen participant engagement rise considerably. Previously, when we used passive portals, we could see that people would initially look at materials and then interest would gradually wane. There was little interaction with other participants or tutors. Since we've created our LMS, we've seen that there's far more exploration of materials, and people are commenting and sharing far more than they ever could with a passive portal. And what of the gamification aspect? Is this really driving the usage and interaction? Research into behaviour and learning has shown conclusively that behaviours are driven by three things: motivation, ability, and a trigger. Gamification has been shown to provide the basic human needs of reward, status, achievement, self-expression and competition, all of which create motivation. Our LMS system is designed to ensure that everyone, regardless of initial ability, is able to improve their relative knowledge and status as they progress through the materials. The LMS also provides numerous triggers for action at many levels. So all the academic research backs up the theory that gamification drives learning. But did it work on me? As a person who can't abide video games and uses Facebook simply as a store for my holiday photos, I was personally very sceptical about the whole gamification thing. But the very first time I used the LMS to work through a couple of introductory modules, I looked at the summary once I'd finished and realised it was only 90% complete. And that one of my colleagues, who'd done exactly the same modules as myself, was higher on the leaderboard. The first thought in my head was, well, how can that have happened and what can I do to catch up? And the second thought in my head was, oh right, now I know what they mean about gamification driving learning. I'd been hooked. I have my own personal way of using the LMS, and every one of your participants will find their preferred way of using it. But it's simple, it's intuitive, and it's customizable, so that you can ensure it drives the type of activity and engagement you want, which will ultimately mean a better return on your investment in their development. And whilst this didn't convert me into being a video game fan, and I still have no urge to be at the top of that leaderboard, I constantly make sure I'm never at the bottom. And if you'd like to talk to us more about our LMS system, contact us on these details here.